Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today I'm going to show you how to enhance your melodies. Ken Lewis put out his new plugin called Greenhouse. It's crazy. You saw a little preview of it a couple weeks ago back when I first used it, but now I figured out a different way to use it, and we're going to use it on our melodies. So I have a Hermes synth preset going, the bass from Dark Trap Expansion, and I have a bell from the Core library as well. And so that's the sound selection in the background. Okay, so this is the rough idea. And I'm going to show you how to amplify it, make it sound cooler. So Ken Lewis, again, is the man who showed us how to mix and all types of stuff. He's highly respected in the engineer community and amongst producers. So we're going to load up Greenhouse, which is his new plugin, very well made. So the left side is basically like harmonic stuff or saturation stuff. The right side is like spreading stuff. So like that chorusy type stuff. Okay. So firstly, let's just use this on and off. Like here's without. Listen to how the bass is kind of leaning to the right. Okay, now let's turn on Greenhouse. And it centers that bass so it's less cluttery. So that's why I love this, because it's coming from, you know, Ken Lewis, who's a mixing engineer and he's a super genius, and he goes live on his YouTube page as well. Hopefully I remember to link all this stuff for you guys. So basically he knows the problems that we have as producers. So going in, and he already solved that problem of the bass being wild. So we're gonna go to the left side and use the sundial. This is the amount of saturation or harmonic distortion, whatever's going on there. So I'm gonna keep it on the middle tier. You can turn up the heat, and you can hear it get bitier. So these are all different styles of. So here's all the way down, kind of smooth. You turn the heat up. It has a grit to it. So what I like to do when I do that is I use the high cutter to cut some of the high frequencies out to clear up some room, but still keep those harmonics. You can also switch out the modes for a really gritty sound. I like this sound. This is more Travis Scott. Or even this one. I like both of these. So I'm going to leave it there. On this side, this is the chorusy widener side. And this is how you spread the sound. So you can create your own stereo width as opposed to the sound kind of dictating its own stereo width. And you can mess with the left and right knobs to drive. I like it the way it is. Switching the modes here between the different flower types. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back. And again, it has a high cutter if you don't want all those things getting in the way. So it gives me control, so I like the tulip setting for this sound specifically. Let's open it back up. Let's add it to our bell melody from Hermes. Now I'm going to exaggerate the time knobs here. So the time difference between the left and the right ear. That fertilizer to create like a phasey type sound. And you see how subtle it is, but it adds to the sound. Let's add some saturation to it. Give it a little bite. I don't want to do too hard on the bell. Okay, so you can also do it on drums. So I've loaded up my kick. I'm actually going to use the drum group. Now for drums, you could experiment with the chorusy side. I'm just going to do the left side, the saturation side. Hear that smacky sound? And if you wanted that Kanye blend or the Travis Scott blend, you can go heavier. Then you can cut out the highs. And don't forget, you could use the mix level here to blend it in. Okay, so you can blend it in to keep some of your original plus the affected sound. So here's without all these sounds. Let's add the effect back. And it even makes the sounds more mixable. It controlled the levels. Okay, so you can mess with this. So it's a super easy to use plugin, and I'll leave the link below. Shout out to Ken Lewis. He's been teaching me, since I first started learning music production. I've been on his stuff for a long time. He's been teaching me how to mix. That's the person who I always say I learned how to mix on Pro Tools, even though I was in FL Studio. That's how good of a teacher he is. He was teaching how to mix on Pro Tools, and I was translating it over to FL Studio. So I just wanted to put you guys onto a new plugin. Shout out to Ken Lewis, and shout out to Greenhouse. I'm going to leave a link below. And yes, so subscribe if you're new. Peace.